Good morning, everyone. Strifegal. We are jumping right back into Wrath of the Righteous. This is the Tavern Defense, take two, with a redesigned party. We completed the tower from a previous save. I went back, and in the process of that, we also got a level up, which is huge, obviously. We're going to be using the same party we were last time. But again, we've got new new tricks. I've thought a bit more about strategy, just because just because I understand it better. Um, so let's quick go over what I ended up doing. So Woljif, Raven Feeblement. I'm figuring this is a good option for the Minotaur that comes out at the end, and Ring of Protection +1. Keep it simple. Ring of Protection is a good item to buy, and he's tends to be in the front line. And then for spells, we got Blur and Web. Blur is one of the things that I'm hoping is going to make a difference here. We're going to cast Blur right away on Woljif and Sela. One of the things with Sela that I did, she also now has a Ring of Protection in Click Resistance. I took them off Rafe because Sela is our front line. I also invested in 3 potions of Cure Moderate Wounds for her, as well as a potion of Blur and Bless. Um, and then if I believe I did this last time, but we switched her over to the Cold Iron Short Spear +1, because the longsword she was using is a cool Paladin longsword, but is not magic or Cold Iron, for that matter. Lan, main thing he got is the Entrapping Longbow. I did give him the Midnight Bolt. If we are getting real close to winning, that's gonna be my trump card. Just 50 points, unblockable damage. Rafe, I just tossed a couple things on as backups, but for the most part, the thought I'm having is just giving him, basically just keeping him as safe as I can behind these two and not worrying about it. He also has some spells, which may be more helpful now. Again, Grease. We're going to be tossing Grease around like crazy. She has lesser restoration, which is not helpful right now, but was able to get that last point. The character is not even being used. Again, Blur, Web. Again, Grease. And then I have Magic Missile for him to be like a little bit better from range. Ember is going to be primarily healing, but we did get her, again, Raven Feeblement. I tossed a, excuse me, tossed a Scroll of Summon Monster out because I figure a summoned monster may help our party kind of distract. Again, a lot of these spells, like Grease and Web, are going to be to distract the enemies, and tossing out another target for them to attack, like with Summon Monster, is another way to do that. Lesser Extend Meta Magic, Gloves of the Neophyte, pick this one back up. Web. Burning Arc. This is a huge one that we didn't have last time. AoE, targeted AoE. That's the biggest piece of this. Burning Hands is really hard to aim. Burning Arc, we don't have to aim. We target one enemy and it'll target additional enemies nearby. We've got Blur. She's going to be casting it on Sela. And loads of Magic Missile. That's the plan. really. We're going to have her start with mage armor and just magic missiles for days. That'll give us a way to focus down enemies. I also, if you look down here, reestablished all of their toolbars. We're going to need to rearrange these a lot more as the game goes on, but for now, I just have it pretty simple. Stuff to use against enemies is on the left, healing is on the right, buffs are kind of in between, staggered out. With a few exceptions, but I pulled stuff like acrobatics, which I'm like, I know that's there, but we didn't use it. I figured out that this guy's got resist fire just sitting here as we've been dealing with all this. So yeah, I am hopeful that this is going to go better. We are going to also keep hold on to start with. Let's go ahead and get our initial buffs on. Well, that part didn't quite work the way I wanted to, but that's okay. Let's go ahead and just do our first wave of web over here. And we'll have Nenio cast Blur on Sela. Make sure I've got my Arcane Strike up. Yep. Oops. I'm not sure what that was. Okay. So there's that first thing. And then I think what we want to do... Okay, so we've got web up there. Let's go ahead... Is that going to be in the web? Okay, it is. That's unfortunate, but that should be okay.
Follow me. We will win this war.
Okay. And then we need to get... I think if we can get... Let's see if we can get Lan up here. We may need help busting him through over here, but I feel like that's kind of the idea of getting him up there feels good. So that at least is slowing them down a bunch. Let's have Lan keep moving up here. We're going to take hold off actually on him. And these two are gonna just start attacking. I do have them both set to use their cantrips now. We're gonna hold off on those. Energy resistance, Dredge is resistant to cold. Yep, that's fine. Where did Lan go? Nope, up here. Up here.
You won't survive me.
I didn't realize we could get up here originally. So I think the idea of him being able to, or he should be able to shoot down at these guys as they're trying to go through the web. Which should work out well.
Cover me, all right?
Let's cast Blur on yourself. Let's go ahead and have her do
Endure this.
and now we get, hopefully, one of the other things here. These arsonists do extra damage to the actual ground, or to the actual inn. And the way you actually lose is by the tavern defense running out. So, or by having him up here, that gives him a way to actually, like, fix that, I guess. Let's actually, speaking of that, let's have these two see if they can get up here as well. Second wave. This is going to be a little tricky, I think, to get them through. Let's try, though. Slumber? Oh, actually, he's ignoring us. Let's go ahead and just ignore him. Okay, that didn't work as well as I was hoping. This guy is the one who's right there. Let's go ahead and just see if we can knock him out. Yep, I think we spam the fire that we've got here.
I dedicate my body to science.
Heal up there. How are these guys doing? These guys are, like, not even getting attacked, doesn't seem like. Or barely getting attacked. Let's go ahead.
Stab you or zap you? Why not both?
I dedicate my body to science.
Okay, we're getting there. Seela hasn't even been touched pretty much at this point. I almost feel like we should have just had the whole group go over this way. Yep, don't care about disease right now. That seems like a tomorrow problem.
The Inheritor, guide my blade.
He has fought valiantly, and now it is time for Sela to take the front. Okay. Ember is going to heal Wolshift back up. Who is now at 0? Okay, let's do another round there. Lay on hand self. Smite Evil? That is an arsonist who should probably be targeted down. Oh boy. Well, we're down 3 people at this point. Let's go ahead and heal again. There we go. Heal self, heal Sela.
This will leave a bruise.
We're getting there.
Into the fray.
That's not what I was trying to do. But it worked, I guess. Slumber? Let's just have her just sit here and use Slumber as her primary. Just reduce the number of enemies that are attacking. That feels good. She's got Blur back up. He's just standing there at this point. Let's see if we can get him over here to help. Oh, he just literally ran past 2 arsonists. Let's get him over here. Focus on that guy.
The Inheritor, guide my blade.
Can it be the end?
Okay, well, we're down to Sela again. I don't feel like this went as badly as it could have. But I don't feel like it went well by any means. I'm letting the regular soldiers through here. Yeah, that's what I was afraid of. That Minotaur is pretty much just gonna tear us apart. And our characters who can do ranged attacks are down. I guess we take out the arsonists here.
No glory without risk. Into
Oh
the
no.
fray.
Smite Evil does give you bonuses against, like, armor and stuff, so maybe we have a chance here, but I think we're just toast. Okay. Well, crap. That actually felt a lot better. Like, even though we almost... even though we actually died this time instead of just losing, I actually felt like we were defending it better. Okay. Now, the downside with this is... I did redo all of the bars after that. So I think what we want to do, there's a couple things offhand that I can do slightly differently that I think will make a difference. First thing I'm going to do is not waste time casting Major. Or any other buffs right off the bat. I'm going to start with let's have Web cast way up there. Oh man, these are awful. It didn't give me the option to save during the battle. Okay, I would like to have Lan Sela. Yeah, let's just have basically everybody except for Rafe and Wojif are gonna go directly up there. Okay. Now let's get up here. While we've got this cover from these neophyte soldiers, we're going to use that to get up there. We've got double web for that to cover, basically to slow everything down as they're coming forward. And let's follow that up with Grease right in front of it. So this basically gives us a way we can reach just about all of the enemies. Lan, get down there and do the primary. Sela, get up here. And we're gonna kind of just Let's see. Okay, they are on hold. Good. There we go. This feels like a good setup. This feels good. Okay. And then the last thing I want to do is toss a grease over here. Yeah, that feels good. I'm not going to worry too much about getting every single hotkey set up here, but let's get rid of the stuff that I'm not using, at the very least. Grease, healing, and that's kind of the most important stuff for his. Bard Song. Sela, don't need that for this fight. Lay on Hands Self. Shouldn't need Lesser Restoration. Channel Energy. Lay on Hands Others, just in case. Smite Evil, just in case. Is that pretty much it? That was pretty much it. His stuff is much less complicated. It's pretty much just leave point blank shot on, and when the arsonists show up, we're going to try and do perfect strikes and extra attacks.
You've crossed the wrong mongrel.
Then Slumber. I did like putting Slumber as her primary there. She has apparently had point blank shot this whole time and just hasn't used it. That looks good. And then obviously have her stop using that crossbow. And this is the real mess. I'm not sure if acid or cold is better. We'll go ahead and do it this way. Nope. Magic missile. Let's go ahead and cast Blur on Sela. And I guess let's just go ahead and toss one of those fireballs down there. Or whoops, she can't reach with that spell from there. That's okay. Is there still an arsonist down there, or is this just a dude with a... There we go. Okay. Real quick. There we go. Just had her pop over and do a mass heal. Have him take an extra shot there. I don't think there's any arsonists here, but...
Did you see that?
This is working much better. I feel good about this now. Burning Arc. Just 3 dudes just hanging out over there because they haven't been able to get up. Second wave. Okay, so this is where that Minotaur is going to get up on the roof and dash across, which is part of why we put the grease there. Energy resistance. Yep, I know.
I'll remove this obstacle.
Okay, let's go ahead and it looks like they're attacking again. So, Arsonist Cultist. Extra attacks. Perfect Strike. Ear-piercing Scream. Oops. Nope, she can't reach with that.
Surrender or else. Too late for apologies.
You won't survive me.
Okay. Let's have Ember get over here quick and get some healing on Woljif.
Tactical retreat. No.
Nope. Woljif. Sela can heal herself. And I think at this point we're going to get the Bard song going. Another Cure Moderate there. Have Ember step back out. Oh, she already used her blur. What was I thinking? Oh no, she hasn't. Okay, good. Get up there and cast Blur. And the next time Woljif gets an opportunity, we're going to have him cast Blur as well. There we go. Right there.
I can't die now. I'm not nearly rich enough.
I'm not nearly rich enough. Nice. Yep, she can go back over here. And Ember can go back over here. Let's get that heal up as soon as you can. Okay, this feels pretty good. Let's go ahead and make sure that they're targeting down the Arsonists once again. Nenio, blast that one. Awesome. We're already up to the Minotaur, and we actually have our full party with us this time. So I guess let's go ahead and see if we can get down here.
Endure this. Forward.
So part of my concern with this is that we have this whole group here that can help us. But we need to we need to get to them. Okay. So this is going to be a little tricky. Let's go ahead and say... Oh man, I can't even tell what's going on here. Sela needs to do that. Ember needs to do that Ray of Enfeeblement. Nenio dropping at this point is okay. Wraith dropping at this point is okay. Let's have Lan move back here while they can. Ember, get back here while she can. Spell resistance? What a jerk.
Did you just die already?
Let's go ahead and have him... Let's see, we didn't get mobility back on for him. Now he's turned around and is looking at one of these guys. Okay.
Count. You've crossed the wrong mongrel. You won't survive me. Endure this.
There we go.
Make every strike count.
Use the bolt that I'd been saving. And now we just need to make sure our party doesn't die. I didn't know there was more.
You've crossed the wrong mongrel.
Done with you.
You won't survive.
Okay. Lan apparently needs to get over here. Really? You just can't get out? Okay, great.
Make every strike count.
Into the fray.
I'm gonna be so mad if I still lose this. There we go. Okay. So it took us a few tries to figure out how to make it work. But that worked way better than it had previously, and we did a lot of... I mean, a lot of those were... So obviously there was the big change. Will there be another attack? I doubt it. Good. What are our losses? Minimal. Congratulations. Heavy Flail of Weakness. That seems okay. So I think that removes our biggest concern as far as a timer goes. So I think we go save again. Or we go rest again. We used all of our resources up. But honestly, that went well, and I'm pretty happy with it. Hopefully, let's see. Should be able to brew potions. Whatever. Oh, it's because of who's taking the lead. Oh, and we don't have the feat. The feat might help. Okay. Begin resting.
Tell me this. How come you're so sure you're really talking to spirits and not just hearing voices in your head?
For the same reason I am certain that you are a lowly creature lacking in wit or decency. Some things are simply self-evident.
Zing. Okay. So, we're doing pretty well. I'm feeling good about how that panned out. We do still need to refix some of the toolbars, but we can do that next time or in between. Yeah. I think that's gonna do it for now. Hopefully you are still enjoying. If you are, please give me a like and subscribe. Check out the other content on my channel. If you have any questions or suggestions, please leave them in the comments. And as always, have a good one. We'll catch you next time.